Welcome back to TechKidFX for another Gala Games price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you the latest developments that have been happening here on the Gala Games chart, which has continued to obey the Elliot structures. We have also lost a high that we made at around the $0.05574 mark. We are also trading below the 20-day MA here on the 4-hour chart, and that means the 20-day MA is now acting as resistance. And before I get further into the technical analysis, first give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and also check out the channel membership. And allow me to start the video here on the 4-hour chart by first giving you a quick recap of what has been happening, and also give you the short-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out, where you can see that Gala Games, from these low prices that we had been trading within, we saw a very nice bounce to the upside, having the wave 5 of these Elliot structure in blue, giving us a high at around the $0.05574 mark, and also completed a larger Elliot wave count 1 to the upside of these Elliot wave structure that I have right here in yellow. And after seeing the formation of a larger Elliot wave count 1, whatever we expected next is a corrective structure in the formation of a larger Elliot wave count 2, and we have seen this ABC corrective structure giving us the low for that second wave. And using the Fibonacci's, connecting them from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, that gave me a minimum target area to the lower side in the formation of that wave 2 between the fib level 0.382 and the fib level 0.618. And you can see we retraced back to the fib level 0.382, so a reaction of that key area on the Fibonacci's before we started this bounce to the upside in what we can term as the formation of a larger Elliot wave count 3 to the upside. And by first sketching out a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of this wave 3 by connecting the trend based Fibonacci from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave, that gives me a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of that wave 3 at the fib level 1.618, which perfectly lies at around the $0.01254 mark, and that is the minimum that I'm expecting that larger Elliot wave count 3 to the upside to do. And because a larger Elliot wave count 3 to the upside is an impulsive wave, you also expect to see a 5-wave structure in formation within that wave 3. And here on the charts you can see that I have this Elliot wave structure in red, where I'm terming that as the first wave. Then we have seen a corrective structure in the formation of that wave 2, and I believe whatever we are seeing at the moment could be the start of the formation of that wave 3 before we can expect a wave 4, then push even higher in the formation of this wave 5 to fully maximize the formation of that larger Elliot wave count 3 to the upside. And getting a little bit into the details of the formation of this fractal wave within the formation of that larger Elliot wave count 3, we can first get to see whether this second wave has done the minimum that we expect a second wave to do by connecting the Fibonacci's from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, and that gives me a minimum retracement area in the formation of that wave 2 between the fib level 0.5 and the fib level 0.618, and that lies between the $0.04874 mark and the $0.04675 mark, and that is the minimum that I was expecting that second wave to do. And you can see we retraced back into that red target area before we started a very nice bounce to the upside in what I was terming as the formation of that wave 3, and sketching out a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of this wave 3 using a trend based Fibonacci, connecting it from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave. That gives me a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of that wave 3 at the fib level 1.618, which perfectly lies at around the $0.07334 mark, and that is the minimum that I'm expecting that wave 3 to the upside to do. But for us to have confirmations that we're in the formation of this wave 3, we needed to continue holding above the wave 1 high, which lies within this dotted line at around the $0.05574 mark. But at the moment of this recording, you can see that we have managed to lose that high, that is the wave 1 high. We have also lost the 20-day MA, and that means they are both acting as resistance. And for us to get back into the formation of this wave 3, we need to see a move that is going to give us a break above the 20-day MA and also the wave 1 high. And once that happens, then there are chances of regaining our impulsiveness in the formation of that wave 3, continue pushing even higher, and fully maximize the formation of that wave 3 to the upside. Then from there we can expect a corrective structure in the formation of this wave 4, then continue pushing even higher in the formation of that wave 5 to fully maximize the formation of that higher Elliot wave count 3 to the upside. But we also need to have in mind that in case we continue seeing lower prices, given that the 20-day MA is now acting as resistance, and you have also lost the wave 1 high, meaning we are losing steam to continue pushing even higher in the formation of this wave 3, then there are chances of continuing to unlock even lower prices in much of a corrective structure, which could take us fully into this red target area that I have right here. And the reason as to why I'm saying that is because you can see that we did not fully maximize our target area right here in the formation of this wave 2, and there are chances that whatever we are seeing over here could be the high for this first wave to the upside. So there are chances, in case we continue pushing lower in a much of a corrective structure, we could term the high that we made at around the $0.0635 mark as the high for that first wave to the upside. And if that is the case and we continue seeing lower prices in much of a corrective structure, then we could term the new movement as the formation of that second wave to the lower side, and we can also have new target areas in the formation of that wave 2. Then from there we can expect another bounce to the upside in the formation of that wave 3 before we can expect a wave 4, and then continue pushing even higher in the formation of that wave 5 to the upside. But for that alternative move to play out, we need to continue seeing lower prices in a move that could be taking us back into this red target area that I have right here. So for now, that is what I'm expecting on the short-term scenarios. And before I give you the long-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out, allow me to take a look at the indicators, where here on the RSI you can see we are trading at around the 48 mark, meaning we have massive room for us to support further movements to the upper side in the formation of that wave 3. Also taking a look at the MACD, we have been able to print a bearish cross, and that fully supports lower prices here on the Gala Games chart. And jumping to the daily chart to give you the long-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out. Here on the daily chart, you can see that I have this EDU12 structure in red, where you can see that from these low prices that we had been trading within, we saw a very nice bounce to the upside, making it to an all-time high at around the $0.85 mark in what I'm terming as a larger EDU12 count 1 to the upside. And after seeing the all-time high, we started the bear market, where we had been seeing lower prices in this ABC corrective structure in what I'm terming as a larger EDU12 count 2 to the lower side. And after seeing the low for this second wave, whatever we expect on the long-term scenarios is a bounce to the upside in the formation of this wave 3, and that is what I'm expecting on the long-term scenarios, having a target area at the fib level 1.618, which perfectly lies at around the $1.36017 mark before we can expect a wave 4, then continue pushing even higher in the formation of that wave 5. So those are my short-term and the long-term scenarios, and let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll be keeping you updated.